The next topic is differential amplifier. Differential amplifier is an amplifier which amplifies the difference between two input signal. Look at this figure number 1. There are two input voltages V1 and V2. An ideal operation amplifier will give an output voltage V0, which is the difference between V1 and V2. And this differential amplifier is very much popular, used in a variety of analog circuit diagram. Especially, it is used as a building block in operation amplifier. So V1 and V2 are the two input signal. V0 is the output signal. This V0 directly proportional to difference between V1 and V2. So V0 equal to AD into V1 minus V2, where AD is nothing but the differential gain. Look at figure number 2. Differential amplifier circuit diagram. Two transistors are there, Q1 and Q2. Two base resistors are there, RS1 and RS2. Two collector resistors are there, RC1 and RC2. One common emitter resistor RE is available. VS1 is the first input signal. VS2 is the second input signal. Plus VCC and minus VW is given. These two supply, plus VCC and minus VW, are generally equal in magnitude. Q1 and Q2 are identical in nature. Suppose you want to use only one supply here, plus VCC will be there. Instead of minus VW, ground can be connected. Working of a differential amplifier. So in this working of a differential amplifier, I am giving input signal VS1. VS1 is applied to the base of Q1. There is no zero voltage applied to the base of the Q2. In such a case, what will happen? Input signal is given, base current will flow, collector current will flow, and the output signal at the collector will become low. Here, input signal is higher, output signal is lower. So the transistor acting as a inverter. So Q1 value will be very low, whereas in this case no input signal is given to the base of the Q2, but output signal at the collector of Q2 will be very high. This is the working of a differential amplifier. Suppose in case VS1 is not given, VS2 is given, Q1 value will be very higher, Q2 value will be very lower. Sometimes VS1 and VS2 can be applied both. If the input voltages VS1 and VS2 are equal, then both the emitter current will be equal. Total emitter current will be IE1 plus IE2. Emitter voltage equal to base voltage minus base to emitter voltage, and VC1 equal to VC2, that is equal to VCC minus ICRC. There are three modes of the input combination. That means input signal to a differential amplifier can be given in three configuration. One is called single-ended mode, second one is differential mode, third one is common mode. Single-ended mode means input signal is applied to base of Q1, whereas zero voltage will be applied to the base of the Q2. That means one end input signal will be given, the other end it will be grounded. Differential mode, input signal given at either side but opposite polarity. That is called differential mode of combination. Common mode combination, both the input terminals are shorted to each other. A common signal, same amplitude, same frequency, and the phase will be applied to the differential amplifier. In such a case, it is called common mode combination. You can see the diagram of single-ended mode. Single-ended mode means you can see the base of Q2 is grounded and the input signal is applied to the base of the Q1. So only one input signal is given to one input terminal, another input terminal is grounded. We are taking the output across both the collector. The configuration is called single-ended mode. Differential mode, input signal given on either side but of opposite polarity. Output is taken at the collector of either BJT. It is called differential mode configuration. Common mode configuration, both the input terminals are shorted, common signal is given, same amplitude, same frequency and same phase will be given. Output is taken here. There are two modes of output combination. One is called single-ended output, double-ended output. Single-ended output means the input is applied, output is measured at the one of the output terminal. Double-ended output means input is in differential mode, output is measured between the difference of the output signal. Differential mode gain. Differential gain is the gain with which amplifier amplifies the difference between two input signal. We know that we are having two input signal V1 and V2. The differential voltage Vd equal to V1 minus V2 and the differential gain equal to V0 divided by Vd. It is expressed in dB 20 log 10 V0 by Vd. Common mode gain. Under common mode configuration, we are applying two input voltages which are equal to the differential amplifier. Ideally, output voltage must be 0, but the output of differential amplifier not only depends upon the difference, it depends upon the average level of two input. In common mode configuration, common mode voltage, common mode signal will come into picture where Vc equal to V1 plus V2 by 2. We know that Vd equal to V1 minus V2. Here Vc equal to V1 plus V2 by V2. So common mode gain equal to V0 by Vc. The total output will be AdVd plus AcVc. Common mode rejection ratio. It is an important parameter of differential amplifier. It is also defined as ratio of differential mode gain to common mode gain. So common mode rejection ratio equal to rho equal to Ad divided by Ac. So what are the features of differential amplifier? In a differential amplifier, differential voltage gain will be very high, common mode gain will be very low, common mode rejection ratio is very high, high input impedance is available, bandwidth is wider, low offset voltage and current, output impedance is low. What are the applications of the differential amplifier? Differential amplifier can be used as a voltage comparator, voltage subtractor, to amplify the input signal. In the case of operation amplifier, it can be used as a voltage follower. The circuit diagram voltage follower is nothing but a emitter follower, which is nothing but common collector amplifier. Let us see the fourth important topic under unit number 3, operational amplifier design. So what is meant by operational amplifier? It is abbreviated as op-amp, which is nothing but a direct couple high gain amplifier or DC high gain amplifier, especially used for DC amplification, signal conditioning, filtering, to perform mathematical operations such as addition, subtraction, integration and differentiation. Signal conditioning means if any input signal is given to the amplifier, it will be converted into any other format. For example, a triangular waveform is given, it will be converted into sine waveform. If a square waveform is given, it will be converted into triangular waveform. Such a conversion is called signal conditioning. Filtering. Filtering means low pass filtering, high pass filtering, band pass filtering and band stop filtering. Mathematical operation means any input signal will be given at the input of operation amplifier. You can add the signal, you can subtract any other signal, you can integrate the signal, you can differentiate the input signal for various application. So this is nothing but a voltage amplifying device with an external feedback component having both resistor and a capacitor. So an operation amplifier has got three terminal. It's a 3-terminal device. 2 input terminal and 1 output terminal will be there. One of the input terminal is called inverting input terminal, that is negative terminal. The other input is called non-inverting input terminal, which is called positive terminal. And the third terminal is nothing but the output terminal. So there are 4 classifications of op-amp: voltage amplifier, current amplifier, transconductance amplifier, transresistance amplifier. Voltage amplifier means voltage input, voltage output. Current amplifier means current input, current output. Transconductance amplifier means voltage will be input, current will be output. Transresistant means current will be input, voltage will be output. We have seen this classification under the topic amplifier model under unit number 1. But generally, we are going to use only the first type of voltage operation amplifier, which is called voltage amplifier. See the block diagram of an op-amp. As I said you earlier, the op-amp is nothing but a 3-terminal device: terminal 1, terminal 2, and terminal 3. Inverting terminal, negative terminal, non-inverting terminal, positive terminal, output terminal is available. So what are the components inside the block diagram of op-amp? We are having a differential amplifier. There will be a gain stage, level shifter, and emitter follower. Differential amplifier is the previous topic we have discussed. Second one is gain stage. Gain stage means there will be one more amplifier to increase the gain. The third one is level shifter. For example, any signal of any level will be converted to TTL level, which is called level shifter. Emitter follower, you know it very well. It is nothing but a common collector amplifier. So these are the 4 components present inside the block diagram of an op-amp. If the input is given, see the input terminal, we are having negative and the positive terminal, and output terminal is available. In between, there are 4 blocks available: differential amplifier, gain amplifier, level shifter, and emitter follower. So differential amplifier, we have already seen the diagram of differential amplifier, circuit description, working, 3 combination, the equivalent circuit of an op-amp. 2 input terminals are available. Inside we are having that 4 components: output terminal, positive supply, and negative supply is available. Always in an amplifier, negative feedback will be used. Always in an oscillator, positive feedback will be used. So we are having 2 types of loop in the op-amp. One is called open loop configuration, and the second one is closed loop configuration. In the open loop configuration, there will be no feedback at all. There will be no feedback at all. The loop is open, or the feedback path is open. So it is called open loop configuration. And the gain is called open loop differential gain. So there are 4 important characteristics of op-amp. First one is called open loop gain, which is infinite open loop gain. We call it as second one, infinite input impedance. Third one, 0 output impedance. Fourth one, infinite bandwidth. Fifth one, 0 offset voltage. So there are 5 important characteristics of op-amp. You can see the open loop frequency response curve of an op-amp. This line is called gain bandwidth product. Gain bandwidth product is nothing but the product of gain and the bandwidth. It determines the gain of the amplifier at any point along the curve. This frequency response is called open loop frequency response curve for an op-amp. So far we have seen four topics under unit number 3. First classification is oscillator. Second one is current mirror. Third one is differential amplifier. Fourth one is introduction to operation amplifier. So this video will conclude unit number 3 under analog electronics.